In the big cities, 1 out of every 3 Russian families lost money. I guess the saving grace about us going was we were able to somewhat separate Agile from other companies based on their product being quite different and based on their compensation plan. If I just had contacts here in the States and I had to involve just friends and really just make my efforts, here, I don't think I'd do it, because that doesn't interest me. That's not interesting enough for me. People are either going to get involved because it fits their lifestyle and because they are interested in the product, or they're not. And that's where I draw the line, is that if I really can tell that they are not interested, then conversation is over for me. And I will, I've invited some people to my home, and they have since then chosen to do other things. And that doesn't affect my relationship, my anything with them, because I only want them to do this if it's a good thing for them. I think that, yes, I do want to make a lot of money. I think it's very possible, but I want to do it ethically, and I don't want to have any regrets. And I don't want my friends to think that I've involved them in something that doesn't fit their lifestyle. So I want to be sure that it works for them. This year, by the end of the year, I want to have around 12 to 14 people signed up underneath me. That's personally, enrolled. And I'm working on that. So that will happen. I'm pretty certain that will happen. I'd like to get this web page up, for Russia. And I'd like to go back over to Russia to train my people and really get the ball rolling there, really get things started there. I want to see where Russia's going to take me. I have there's great potential there, based on the people whom I know and also based on the people whom my partner knows. And so we are going to take it as far as it will take us, into Russia. We really just have to see. We're going to we'll go back probably in September to properly, get people started. But we'll just have to see. But I'm going to take it as far as I can to see if we can make some good money. Hopefully we'll make more than what we're making, because that's the goal, money.
We started as newbies back in 1987. Didn't know much about the business at all. Had a chance to learn from mistakes and get our feet wet and really understand the network marketing concept. And our dream was so strong that we worked it and we built international business, because that seemed to be where our business took us.
We knew that if we could find a company that was going to have uniquely different, sexy, incredible, state-of-the-art products, we knew that we would take a serious look at it. Agile, in January of 2005, happened to have come along at the exact right time of opportunity for us. We were introduced to it, we looked at it, we got on board immediately.
We really believed in our hearts that there was an opportunity to create the kind of lifestyle that we wanted. And you know what? We've done it. We saw this as there was no option for failure.
I think that network marketing has given us an opportunity to not only enjoy the successes, the financial successes, which are really great, but we've done this before. We've achieved financial success previously. Here in network marketing, we can invite and involve friends and family and help to give them opportunities, to help them to create legacy positions for themselves, for their children, for their families.
That's what gets people into this business and staying in the business. When I look at people who have not had the same level of success, I go, I know why. Because they're not plugged in. They're not plugged into the system.
This is a relationship business. Network marketing, the reason why it fails for many people is because they don't establish relationships. In order to be able to have people join you in your business, they're not just joining us in Agile, they're joining the Feinsteins. They're becoming part of our team.
That gives you a sense of feeling like you're contributing to something, and gives you a sense that you're being appreciated. And I know that people in network marketing a lot of times leave a network marketing company when they don't feel appreciated. David and I have put our heart and soul into it, and we really, really believe in this. To be honest with you, this is what we refer to as our last hurrah swan song. It's not like something we're going to do tomorrow is going to change things, and we're going to do something the next week. If it doesn't work out, we'll just go and do something else and something else. Agile's not only lived up to our expectations, it's gone so far beyond our expectations. Okay, people are making money in Agile, and that's important. That's important for the family futures. Okay, and today is the payoff.
The opportunity is great today. For those people that join today, you're building an amazing legacy position for yourself and your family for the future. For those people that join in a year or 2 or 3 years from now or 5 years from now, you'll have a new opportunity. Think about the ideal business that network marketing offers, the opportunity to be able to have more time to spend with your family, to
Work from home,
see your children, be home when they come home from school. I mean, it's travel together for business, yes, but travel as a family together. I mean, what could be more exciting and more fun than to be able to do this as a family? And to be able to have a legacy position that you're able to hand down to your children? It's amazing. That's why we're here at Agile. This is now the middle of August of 2006. We've been involved with Agile since January of 2005. We're thrilled, ecstatic about the success that we've accomplished in Agile. We're thrilled and ecstatic about our check and where we are today. And we're thrilled and ecstatic to announce that we will be Diamond Directors at the end of August of 2006.
I've been doing Agile for about a year now, and I've realized that it's a lot of work to make money in this business. I mean, the MLM guys pitch it as get rich, you can make a lot of money. Some guys pitch as get rich quick. That's how they get a lot of people to join their businesses. But I've realized that it is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time to develop a group and to keep people there. You only make money if people are sticking around and buying the product every month. And it takes a lot of, you gotta be a motivator, you gotta have the long vision, and it's a full-time job. The producer of this movie and I are good friends from college, and he called me up and asked me if I wanted to help him film this documentary, and I of course said sure. So I started filming this startup network marketing business called Agile. And at the same time, I was going out and filming people that were for the business, against the business. And when I was filming these Agile guys, I saw a chance to be in before almost anyone else. And that's half the battle with network marketing is you gotta find a company that's gonna be a big boy, but you gotta find out about it and get in before anyone knows about it. Be one of the early birds. And I thought I had that shot. Because I was in there filming, Randy Schrader's one of the top network marketing guys in the business, and Tom Bismeyer, guys that were, leaving huge paychecks, guys that were leaving $100,000 to $200,000 paychecks a month to start fresh and clean with Agile. And I just thought, man, if these guys, first of all, if these guys are making this kind of money with network marketing and they're leaving that to do Agile, this must really be a big opportunity. So I got involved and bought into business, $1,000, and went out and started getting a few friends to do it with me. I honestly thought this is a couple $100 a month gig. If I get some people doing it, maybe it'll pay for the product. So I get free nutritional supplements every month, or I get $300-400 a month. It's a car payment. That's really the way I thought about this opportunity. And my first month in the business, I went out and I told my friends that you're doing this business with me. I didn't say, come on guys, let's do it. I said, look, you're doing this, it's brand new, we're gonna do this and make it happen. And so I got 8 of my friends to do this thing, and they went out and got a few people. My first month I made $3,000. And I was thinking, whoa, I can make $3,000 and I only got 8 people in. Maybe this network marketing stuff really does work. And so my second month, I only brought in 4 guys in the business because I spent my time training those 8 guys and the new 4 that were in. My second month paycheck went down like $800, but still I was way above expectations. My third month, one of the guys that I signed up, knew a guy in Japan. We went to Japan together and signed up about 200 people. And that's what really got me excited about this business opportunity, because no longer was it just something that I was gonna make a couple $100. Because that third month paycheck, I think I was around $5 or $6 grand. So I thought, man, if I can make $6 grand, by my third month, wait till this thing really starts, building. Wait till these people start duplicating. And so at that point, I quit my job. I owned an airplane parts brokerage business and was very successful for my wife and family and I completely just left it. Went to Japan for a few weeks, came back here, was working with my friends, my group here, and we got up to almost $9,000-$10,000 within a few months after that. And I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Then the holidays hit and we just kind of took it like a 2-month hiatus. When we weren't working it, when we weren't keeping our group pumped up and keeping them excited and then going out and getting new people, our paycheck dropped in half. And it just seems ever since the holidays, we built a new house, so my focus was in building and stuff like that. It seems like ever since the holidays, we've never been able to get our paycheck back up over the $5,000 a month mark. We're a little disappointed in seeing how hard it is to keep this thing maintained. It wasn't like the big guys said, where you get in, get some people trained, going, and it just takes off. Because the guys in the industry, the guys that are talking about these things, all pitch them as get in, get a few people, and they get a few people, and they get a few people. And you sit back and make money off other people's efforts for the rest of your life. And that's kind of what I thought was going to happen for me. And it's actually the opposite. If I'm not calling my people every week and dragging them to weekly meetings and motivating them, and you get so many people that just aren't confident, just don't feel like they can do this business, and it feels like you're just dragging people along. I've lost some friendships over this business, some friends I brought in that didn't succeed, didn't make money. Some of them got a little, upset at me because I was successful and they felt like they should have been. And I personally know people that have made good money with network marketing opportunities. I know more people that have never made any money with network marketing, but I still look at it as a good financial provider. I'm still doing this as my business path at the time being, but no, I don't think MLMs are for everyone. I found that you have to be a leader, you have to be a motivator, and I've seen some guys in my group that are not motivators and not leaders make some money, but to make good money, replacement income kind of money, you have to be someone that can lead and someone that can be like a Pied Piper and get people to follow.
Well, and MLMs are kind of dorky. No one wants to go to a weekly meeting and sit through it. I mean, everyone has busy lives, families, social events. Who wants to go to an MLM meeting? They're dorky.
It's true. A lot of the people that do network marketing are these guys that aren't successful in life, and they're looking for that next big thing or the thing that can pull them out of their, the ditch or whatever. And it lures a lot of weirdos. A lot of the guys that you see in these businesses are just, they're weird. And when Amy and I started this thing, we thought, without being cocky, we wanted to take network marketing and make it cool. But I think what we found is we've fallen right into the rut that all these people in the industry, that's what they call it, the industry, is we've fallen into the weekly presentations, which are hard. It's hard to get people to come to your house or to the business or the gym or wherever you're hosting your weekly presentation. It's hard to get people to leave what they're doing, their families, for an hour to go to a presentation that they know they're going to be getting a little pressure from you on. And so it's tough. You're dragging people to these meetings, and you know, the coolness that we originally thought we could bring into this, I think left, and we're just I think we're the normal network marketers now, that people think we're dorks. You know, we're driving an agile car that's wrapped with all this agile stuff on it. Everyone around us knows that we're doing it. Most people know that we're successful. Because we've made money at it, people have given us a little bit more respect. People look at us and go, well, maybe that thing really does work. Network marketing, something that I can see myself doing for a long time, and does it work? Yes. This is, to me, an enjoyable industry. I think, you know, to travel around the world, get paid for talking to people, you know, make your own schedule, the tax write-offs that are involved, it's amazing. I mean, it's a fun business once you start making the money. Most people, though, never get into that profitability stage. Most people never start making money, and you can make money. Your first month, you can make $1,000. You know, for as little as $1,000, make it doubling your profits your first month. $1,000 investment, make $2,000 your first month. I don't know too many business deals where you can do something on the side and make good money like that.
It is a good lifestyle, but it's hard, and I've seen a lot of late nights and a lot of phone calls, and he works full time. The bottom line is this business really isn't for everyone. It's a crazy business, and unless you're willing to get in and work hard and recruit hard, you won't make any money. If you're willing to do that, you can make some pretty good cash.
Well, these are some of the reasons I have chosen this exciting and highly paid career of selling, and why I can recommend it to you.
Well, one of the things I like to tell people is, and I feel is very important, is that legitimate opportunities, and there are many of them out there, legitimate opportunities typically don't come seeking you. So if somebody's coming and recruiting you to make money, that should be by itself a red flag.
Direct selling offers an excellent way for people to start their own business that has a great chance of success.
I think it's a great way to have a little business quickly set up and in place, save you on taxes.
I think once we overcome that guilt by association and people start to realize that if I've never been in network marketing and I have a negative opinion of it, it's not my opinion. It's someone else's negative opinion who either has no experience in it or had failed at it, and I've chosen to adopt their opinion as mine.
It's a people business, for one. It does require some time. You got to have time. If you don't spend the time, it won't happen. Sometimes, most often, it takes some money. You got to have some inventory or some capacity to cover some business expenses and that sort of thing. So if you don't have those three components, I think you're really going to struggle.
It's hard. But you know what? Anything worthwhile that I've found it's been a big endeavor.
I think the people who are successful in network marketing are people who would have been who could have been successful at IBM or anywhere else as a salesperson.
I have seen people make money in MLM. My very best friend was a top money earner in a network marketing company. He made millions, though he also lost it all.
I know that there's a profit out there that rightly can be claimed by the networker.
Now, I know that there's many people in these multi-level marketing that make a lot of money. And I think that's wonderful. But if you're so naive to think that you can go into the business and spend very little effort and that you can retire, I think you're very foolish. And so it has to be treated like a business. You need to organize it like a business.
If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get what?
Hobby money.
A hobby result. If you treat it like a business, you're going to get a business result.
If you want to do the business successful, and you want to make a lot of money, you will need to treat it as a full-time business that you do. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Think about many small business owners, it's 7 days a week, and they pretty well eat, drink, and sleep their business.
Really good distributors are, it's a talent that is really amazing to me.
You know, for the last 15 years, people have been telling me, well, Randy, I'll bet one day the industry matures, it will become popularized, and all of a sudden it will be a prestigious thing to say that I'm involved in network marketing. No, guys, that will never happen. And the reason that it won't is because there are more programs in operation today where a person has 0% chance of making money than there are programs where they have a chance to make money. And yet the brand new person typically doesn't have the capacity to sort it all out. And so I guarantee you more people will have a net negative financial situation this year in the industry than will have positive. That's the way that it is. And so it will never change. The day is not coming when someday down the road, suddenly it feels as comfortable for people to say that I'm involved in network marketing as.
It's called network marketing, not net sit around, do nothing, get a paycheck marketing. It's network marketing. And so most people don't work, they don't get paid, they don't blame themselves, they blame the company, thus it's a scam.
This industry of network marketing can provoke feelings of profound insecurity among even the most secure people. You notice that? It's easy to say I'm a doctor. It's easy to say I'm a nurse. It's easy to say I'm an accountant. It is even easy for some unknown reason to say I'm an attorney. I don't get that one. It's easy to say those things, but it's hard to say that I'm involved in network marketing. That will never change, guys. That will never change generally.
I personally believe that in order to start a business, the best place to start is with yourself.
And you know, I had someone once say to me, and I really tried to live my life in network marketing, and really a lot of part of my life as a result of this, but they basically said, don't let the highs get too high, and don't let the lows get too low.
Well, you've heard the story of the company. You've seen the product and a few of its capabilities. You've heard from men like yourselves who are doing very well selling it. Gentlemen, some of you may have had the disappointing experience of going through a series of low-paying, dull, insecure jobs that were subject to layoffs and strikes, jobs that did not offer a future. If you have had that kind of experience, why go on with it? Why not turn a new page in your life? This may be the most important day in your life. It has been a pleasure for me to share it with you. I hope you join the ranks of the most wanted and important men in America. Good luck and good selling.
You're working from 8 to faint as the days of your life peel away like old paint. Every day waking up to build someone else's dream, pre-programmed just like you were a machine. A 30-minute lunch, 2 breaks a day, trading time with your kids for some extra pay, and figure working overtime might get you ahead. But you're coming home after your kids is in bed asleep. Another day gone in the game of life, currently you're a pawn. Used and abused cause you don't have a plan, giving up 40 years of your life to the man. What if times get rough and your boss gets tough, making you work double shifts? Isn't that enough to start thinking about another way out? And what free enterprise is all about. You got to have a mastermind, change a paradigm, learn to leverage your time, and you'll find anything in this world can be yours and mine. If you just have a mastermind, change a paradigm, learn to leverage your time, and you'll find anything in this world can be yours and mine. Life's rough when you got more month than money, so are you looking for a way to turn your gray sky sunny? Have you learned the money making do's and don'ts? You should, cause nowadays wills look like won'ts, bills upon bills like an endless maze. Cash puts so far away in 401ks under the control of John.